It couldn't. The thing was popping.
Did you know that thyroid cancer is becoming one of the most common types of cancer among men and women? Thyroid cancer is the cancer that will start in your thyroid gland located in your throat. It enlarges your gland, making it hard to swallow, cough, and overall pain. Once I found out my mom was diagnosed with cancer, my whole world seemed like it turned upside down. This experience has been one of the most life-changing events that has happened to me. I can remember the day like it was yesterday. My family and I were getting ready to go out to eat at Johnny's Tavern for Taco Tuesday, like we did every single Tuesday. But something seemed to be different before we were getting ready to leave. My mom told me she needed to tell me something when she came out and told me she had cancer. I lost it. I felt like my whole body shut down. I started bawling before she could even tell me more details. I thought I was about to lose my mom to a disease that we had no control over. Going through this long process with my mom was a very difficult thing to do. After 18 years of having your mom be the caretaker and provider for you, the roles seemed to flip at this point in time. I was the one staying by my mother's side, telling her everything was going to be okay, even though I had no idea. I was the one who had to grow up for a period of time in my life and help my mother through a difficult time. Life at this moment changed a lot, and I was worried about how I was going to deal with it. It was my senior year, and I was getting close to graduation, prom, and my senior cruise, and everything I had been waiting for since I first started high school. But at this moment, all I could think about was if my mom was going to be able to be by my side through it all. Was she going to take pictures of me in my prom dress? Was she going to see me across the stage and get my diploma? Was she going to be able to experience going on a cruise ship and enjoying some of the last times I'll be with my friends? I didn't want to think about the excitement going on. All I cared about was making sure I had my mom by my side every step of the way. When I walked into that hospital room after my mom had surgery to remove her thyroid, I felt very uncomfortable walking through those halls. As much as I wanted to be there to support my mom, I wanted to get out of there as fast as possible. I stepped foot into her room and saw the pain and suffering she was going through and had to be strong for her even though inside I wanted to cry. Her body, so weak and exhausted from all the treatments going on, made me value life, the life I had been given, even more at that moment. Thankfully, my mom had been cancer-free for a while before I headed off to college, but though being away from her after this experience made me scared. Going into college at Kansas State University was a frightful thing. Thankfully, I had my friends by my side through it all. I decided to go through the Greek recruitment process. During that long week of deciding where I wanted to call a new group of girls my sisters, I had emotional experience in the house I'm so lucky enough to call my home. At Tri Delta during Philanthropy Day, I sat down with a girl and she explained to me what their philanthropy is. Come to find out, it's St. Jude Cancer Research Center. I felt right at home knowing that if I ever needed support from a group of girls when it came to dealing with my mom, they knew exactly what to say to me. These girls were so passionate about a philanthropy that I knew I was going to be okay being away from my family back at home. Joining Tri Delta and becoming a huge supporter of St. Jude made me feel like I am that much closer to my mom than I was before. After this emotional roller coaster was over and the treatment came back clear, my mom is now cancer-free. I felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulders. Throughout this process, I felt like I grew as a person, accepting that life is a very fragile thing and not to take for granted anybody who you have in your life. I was already close to my mom before the cancer had appeared, and after the cancer, I felt even closer to my mom, even though I didn't think that was possible. My brother and I became closer as siblings, and my dad and I created a stronger bond. Everybody in my life that I had before this experience became so unbelievably closer to me. I cherish every waking moment I have with the people around me and never take life for granted because you never know when cancer could be knocking at your door.